Ooh. Hey, it's Queen Tingling back on here. I just want to talk to you for a minute. I've been studying all night, studying these numbers. What I've been studying doubles. And the reason I've been studying doubles, I was just curious. I'm going to turn this light out here. But I was just curious as to what came after the doubles. And, when I got to studying, this is what I found. I'm going to turn this on so you and I both can see it. Okay, hopefully we can see it. Alright, I was looking at this 9-9. What preceded that 9-9 was the 0-6-4. Okay, so I went back to that 0-6-4 to get what was going to come after the 1-9-9. Let's see what happens here. And sure enough, my thought was that the numbers actually come off the middle number right here. So we're not going to worry so much about the middle numbers. We're going to worry about the end numbers, okay? Let me tell you. Oh, yeah, make it a little bit larger. So the number that came before the 099 was, again, the 0-6-4. And then, like I said, I'm not going to worry so much about the middle number as I am the end numbers. So I look back at that to determine what was going to come next. So since we had a 0 on both numbers at the very beginning, I went on to the second number, which was 6. Divide 6 in half, and that gave me the 3. And then I took on the 4 from the end number over here on this last number. I've done this with several numbers. But it's a pattern is what I'm looking at, okay? I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I can't really speak up a lot this morning. But if you look and see, 374 is what came next. So I'm going to go on over here a little bit. And again, right here, if I'm looking at this number to determine what's falling next for the next midday number, if you look back up here, of course, you see the 9. You use the 9, you're going to flip the 3, and that's going to give you the 8. Alright, and again, look at the 9 over here. You get, you can look at it this way. 7, 8, 9. And again, 8, 8. Okay. Alright. And again, right here. Trying to hold this phone still. I know I'm wobbling it some. But, again, right here. The 9, I'm going to flip that 4 over to a 9. And what did I always say a 9 was? A 9 is the same as a 3. And that's what it was. 8, 8, 3. Okay, so now we're going to determine what the next number. How do we go and get this number off of 8, 8, 3? And I'm really, like I said, paying attention most of that number in the middle. But when I look over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, again, the number and that number in the middle. And that's going to add up to 10. 3 plus 7 is 10. Okay, so I put down my 10. Alright, and then I'll try and hold that phone still. And then from right here, again, looking at this 8, if I took the 9 and I mirrored that 8, it's going to flip over to the 3, so we're going to take this 3 and drop it down. Okay. It just seems to be going in a pattern. So now we have 103. If I went back to this to get the next number, and then looking at the middle number, 1 plus 8 is 9, 1 subtract 8 is 7, and then Seeing that we got the 9 in the front, we want to mirror that 3 back into an 8. Y'all say, well, how does she get that? Don't worry about how I'm getting that. Just listen to what I'm saying. There's a pattern here. A pattern to be listened to. It's all determined about the doubles. Last week, I studied hard. The 7 7s and the 2 2s and 4s and 7s. I studied all those hard. And it did kind of help. But then I got curious as to what the doubles are going to bring. I'm not talking about just any double. I'm talking about all doubles. What are all doubles going to come out with, okay? So, I went back. I already went back in my May 2020, April 2020, all the way back to January 2020. I saw the patterns there. These are back before. This is back in like June of 19. So again, if you used the middle number right here, determine off of that number what the next number is going to be. Look at that 7 right there, okay? A 7, and a 4, and a 1 are all in the same tri-family. So if you took the first number, the 1, and add it to the 4, then you get 5, okay? And then over here, again, looking back at this number before this number, you could say 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay? And it's still, again, you can still take that center number to get the next number, because you know it's not going to come out that 8. And I'm telling you now, it's not going to come out that 8. Because it's just not. But if you took that 7 right there, alright, and mirrored that 7 to a 2, 2 subtract 3 leaves what? 1. So 5, 6, 1. That's, that's doing all the thinking in your head. All the thinking, but it's coming off of this number and this number. The number that was the draw for the day, or the draw for the midday, or whatever, eating, whatever, you can look at the number up, and the previous draw. It's all coming off of those two numbers. Okay? I'm going to move on to another area right here, because it's all in here. It's all, Lord have mercy. Let me take a look. Yeah, I mean, it's all up and down in here. You say, well, Queen Ching-Ling, you about half crazy. I might be. But hey, I'm telling you, this is an honest pattern. Check this out again now. Let's jump over here where this right here. Let's just say we got this number here, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen. And coming off of the 7 and the 4, 4 and the 7 are the same, so you can use that as a double 7 or however flip-flop it. And that's what you got. You got a 7, 4, and then again off of this one, I guess the best thing to do from here would be probably I would probably say just bring that 4 on down, because you can always say this right here is a 9. The 3, the 6, and 9 are all in the same family. Alright, and a 9 is a 4. So if you looked at all these as a tri-family, say, but they're not, I mean, these are not the tri-family. I'm just saying these are in the position of, I'm trying to make y'all understand one way I'm seeing this, but all these numbers are in a first, let me get my pen back. It's in a first, second, or third position. First, second, or third position. Alright, in your first tri-family is 1, 4, and 7. In your second tri-family is 2, 8, and 5. Third family is 3, 6, and 9. Okay? So in determining what this next tri-family is going to be, let's just say since this is the 9, since that's a 9, you could always just take the 4 from right here and add it on as a double, because both of these adds up as 7. Or you can just take one of those as a 7 and look at it as 4. So basically, if you're looking, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? If you're adding the 4 and the 3 together, basically this whole number right here in 2 digits is 7, 7, okay? So you can't really say 7, 7 over here, but you could flip a 7, 7. So if you flipped a 7, 7, which would make it 7, 4, then you'd have to bring down the 4 from this number here anyway. I know that don't make a whole lot of sense. It takes a lot of brain studying, a lot of brain work to do. You know, let me tell you, I'm going to turn this slide on for a minute. When Queen Ching-Ling gets quiet, she's studying and learning how to pick these numbers. I just keep getting better every day at what I'm doing. I really do. But right now, at this particular point in my life, I just, I need a little push along the way. I need a little patience, and I need, I need y'all to be patient with me. That's all there is to it. And I know that I know what I know is right. Okay, I wouldn't steer you wrong. I don't sit here and just look for triples. I don't look for base numbers and all that stuff. I could if I wanted to, but then again, I'd be just like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else, but I do know what those are. I know what a base number is, and I know what a triple is. But we don't always have those numbers. I'm looking for something that'll fall every day. I sent out some numbers for some folks for Florida yesterday, and I know I looked it up and I didn't hit, but you know, there was one number that if y'all had mirrored the 3, y'all would have had the hit for the 976. If y'all had mirrored that 3 to a 9, okay, using the tri-families, you would have had the 976, and everybody that I had sent the numbers to yesterday would have hit on Florida. A lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people aren't listening. They just out here to get a number and for me to work the numbers out for them. I'm telling you, you got to use your brain on some of this stuff. If you're going to win, you can't always rely on me to get the number for you. Because sometimes honestly, I mean, I know what I know, but and I've always told y'all this, I'm studying right along with y'all, okay? I'm studying right along with y'all, and if you've been following me for years, then we've kind of grown up together. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to give this up. I'm like a pit bull when it comes to these numbers, and I study all the time. I'm going to keep right on going, all right? The one good thing I got going for me right now, I got my chart, and young man in Rhode Island, he was tickled to death because he said, the other day, 2 days ago, that my numbers really are on that chart, that they really are coming out. He knows who he is. And hey, if you know who you are that I'm talking about, you can at least get on here and make a comment and say, I ain't going to say his name, but I know he watches my videos. At least say something for me. And I'll be probably talking to you a little bit later on. He knows who I'm talking about. I'll be talking to him a little bit later on today. For all y'all that really don't have time to do the workouts and y'all want me to help y'all do the workout, if you do know anything about doing the workouts, just remember what I always said, if you're going to play a 3, play it also with a 9. If you're going to play a 3, play it also with a 9. And y'all, let me wrap this video up right quick. I don't want it too long. the one, like I said, the one good thing I got going for me is the chart. And if you're interested in the chart, you can get in touch with me on my phone number. I'm going to leave my phone numbers down here so you can call me. And right now would be a great time to get a chart, because trust me, Queen Chingling needs a ching-ching right now. Things are getting kind of low, and we still got that phone bill to pay. That phone bill comes in every time the damn wind blows. It sure does. And now, with Hitman living here with me, oh man, that boy like a tapeworm. He is like a tapeworm. Feeding him is like feeding a damn big old tapeworm. He's just like a little puppy dog. I think he's like a Labrador puppy dog. Lord have mercy me. I just sit and shake my head at it sometimes. I would tell you a little secret about him. I got him back in the meanest way possible. Oh, I love that little boy, I do. He forgot to try and tell y'all this in secret because he's back there asleep. I don't want him to hear me. But see, what happened was, every time I turn around, he'd go and he'd forget to flush the toilet. And it makes me so mad. I go back there, and I'm not look down on that. Good gracious, my boy, you not potty trained yet or something? But that's okay. You know, I've been sick since I've been out in the hospital, and I've been needing a little help. And Queen Chingling don't always make it to where she needs to go, so I keep a bucket beside the bed. I figured it this way. If I had to go back there and every dadgum time the wind blowed, I got to flush behind him, well, by God, he got to turn around and empty my slop bucket. That's all there is to it. Tit for tat, ain't that right? That's Queen Chingling thinking right there. But no, right now would be a great time to buy a chart. And also, we got the book coming up soon here. I got to put in all my secrets in this book and everything. I don't want it being like everybody else's book. I want it being a little bit, I don't want to say better. I want it to be more informed. I want it to be easily understood, very easily explained. And I don't want to put it out there for it to cost a whole bunch either. I just got to finish putting everything down on paper, so I think what I might do is just, put it down on paper and send it out, not necessarily as a book, but like as a, kind of like a pamphlet type thing. It's sort of like these books that you buy at the convenience store for the lottery, something sort of like one of those. Listen, y'all, this be Queen Chingling. Like I said, if you want to throw in the pot right there, just cash app on Queen Chingling a little bit. I'll get you some numbers. Hit me up for the phone number, and I'll tell you about the chart, and I'll get you situated. We're going to start winning. Oh, Queen Chingling fixing to start winning. That's for dadgum sure. And some of y'all out there that I haven't quite got the chart to yet, I am fixing to throw y'all's into the mail. And like I said, if you hadn't heard from me in a while, you want to call me, feel free to call me. I'm not that far away, and I'm very easy to talk to. God bless you. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Until tomorrow. Ciao.